outside hand, all right? So down the alley, all right, we're gonna try to solve a problem that a lot of people have. Now, what you often see here, let's say Robert is setting up for midfielder dodge, all right? Oh, sorry, I got that stick in the way for you. All right, he comes down, he takes his split, all right, hands come out, all right, but what often happens is, I'm sorry, you're supposed to split this cone. What often happens is, as he comes, all right, we tend to have a 3/4 arm shot, which is fine, all right, but in this case, what we're training for is increasing our angle, all right? So, as we're coming up here, let's start at the beginning. All right, let's say we'll just walk through this one. Robert comes down, splits left to right, hands are out. What we want to do is get that stick to the inside of this pipe, but you want to keep your body to the outside of it. So as Robert walks down, hands come up and in, and he's snapping that shot straight over the top. You notice how he almost like split his face in half, all right? So this is very important to have your hands away from your body. If they're in tight and you want to get inside that pipe, you have to lean your body in, all right? So can I see your stick real quick, Robert? As he's coming down, if we have our hands in tight right here, we have to lean our body in to get that stick head inside of this pipe. And the reason why we're going inside this pipe is to increase our angle, remember, all right? The last thing we want to do for this drill is when you're going, to step inside and then have the whole body go inside. Now, is that the correct way to shoot when you're playing in a game? Absolutely. If you can actually get your body to the middle of the field like that, that's very advantageous, but it's not that realistic as a midfielder. All right, so what we want to do in this drill, we're keeping him to the outside of the gate in order to force his hands to move independent of his body. So his hands are going to be here. We're going to have him come up and bring that stick in without having to move his body all the way in. We still want his body turning, but we want that stick up into the inside. Good thing to note, you do not have to be close to this gate in order to make this drill effective. It can be as far away as you want. You just need to make sure as the athlete is going down the alley that gate starts to cut off the goal and forces their stick head up into the inside every single time. So they don't need to be next to the gate when they're shooting. We're gonna have Robert do a couple demos here and then we're gonna move forward. So we're not gonna go full speed. All right, he's gonna go approximately half speed, get the motion down and then go. Ready? Go. Hands up. Good, good shot. Notice there, hands came up and in. That's exactly what we want. Go. Hands up. Good, that's exactly what we want. All right, now we're gonna go full speed. The rule here that I forgot to mention at the beginning is that the athlete has to shoot after this cone. Now, if they shoot before it, that's great during a game. But for this drill, we're trying to promote those hands to get up into the inside. If they shoot before that cone, they can shoot 3/4 arm, side arm, whatever the case is, and that gate does not affect their shooting motion. We want that gate to affect their shooting motion and get that stick head up into the inside. Ready? Go, full speed. Boom, hands out. Good shot. Way to keep that stick right over the top. Go. So there, that's just a good tell. It told him that he was going a little 3/4. We want to make sure he's going straight over the top. He'll get it this time. Go. Good. So that's exactly what we want every single time. You notice that at one point, Robert had it, and then he got a little confident maybe, and then brought that stick down to the 3/4 arm motion, and then the gate told him that that's exactly what he did. So we want to make sure when we're training, as always, we're training with intention. We're training to learn a skill. All right, this is a great skill you see a lot of box players bring to the outdoor game. They bring that stick head up and in. All right, remember, going down the alley is not the best shot in the game. All right, but there are ways to improve it. Make sure you're turning when you're shooting and make sure you're bringing that stick head up into the inside a majority of the time. I promise you, you're going to have a lot more success. Hope this helps.